As a man, when you get jacked, it is literally like having a cheat code. A well-built physique is not something that money can buy. You can't just walk into your local supermarket and go, I want that physique, please. Those shoulders, those legs, those abs, that chest, you have to work hard for it. You also have to work hard to maintain it. It shows hard work without that man saying anything, and it commands respect. It commands attention. I think a lot of us guys that work out and go to the gym forget that we're a minority. The average man does not work out. The average man does not have desire to see themselves in a form of well-built physique. So when you get jacked, you need to understand it doesn't just change your body, it changes how you think, how you act, how you move, how other people perceive you, and how you perceive yourself. So in this video, we're going to talk about how personally getting jacked has changed my life drastically, how people now perceive me, which is way different to when I was the insecure, skinny, shy kid, as well as, how females perceive me, what getting jacked has done for me mentally, because I truly believe that as a man, one of the foundations of self-improvement is the physical. How you look, how you're built. And going to the gym is one of the best places to, work on yourself. And for that reason, I do think it's an important topic that we cover here on the channel. Hit that like button, sub to the channel, and let's get into it. So 7 years is how long it took me to go from being that insecure, skinny kid that would always wear a jacket during the summer because I never wanted to show my arms, to being someone that is 10 times more confident. Every time I go somewhere now, I will always get into some sort of conversation or some sort of compliment just because of the way that I look. Essentially, you get a certain privilege that comes with the reward of working on yourself, because people see that, they automatically assume that you've worked hard to get there. So when I first started working out, it wasn't about getting attention, it was about getting control of my life. I was going through a very dark situation and time within my life. Maybe we're going to talk about it in the future, but for me, the gym was a very good place to use that energy in a positive light to better myself. Like I said, I was super insecure because I was skinny, so I decided to do something about it. As men, we must hold ourselves accountable. If you're in a position that you're not happy about being in, do something about it. Because 9 times out of 10, it's down to you. No one is coming to save you but yourself. Gym became my escape, my therapy, and in more ways than just that mirror, I saw many changes in how people perceived me, how people spoke to me, how I viewed myself. Looking back, it's crazy to think how much things have changed, because those same people that used to talk shit or hate on me at the start of my journey are now the same people that ask me for advice. The same people that ask me to work out with them. The same people that ask me, what's my diet plan? The switch up is real, but it's not just the muscles that make a difference. It's the discipline, the consistency, the willpower, the respect that you have for yourself, the mindset shift, the perspective, the energy you gain. Those are the benefits that I truly want to focus on. One of the first things I noticed once I started seeing a lot of results in the gym was those same guys that would never acknowledge me now give me utmost respect. Those old heads in the gym, I just get like nods from people in respect. They don't even know me, they might just see the physique. I might be walking, someone puts their thumbs up to me, someone might say I have a great physique. You need to actually take a look at your surroundings and understand that most people, for one, do not work out. So if you now work out, which you're already a minority, and you work out and you're jacked, you have a very good physique, you're gonna stand out even more. Another thing I noticed is that a lot more people ask me for advice. So I might be training and someone comes up to me, hey bro, you got a really good physique. How do I get wider? I literally had a conversation with someone on that about 2 days ago, and I helped that bro out. But you just get a lot more interactions with people because people are inspired, motivated just by the way you look. Because like I said before, it says a lot about you without saying anything. Actions talk louder than words. So now when you see someone with that type of physique, it will say way more than someone that is trying to brag about how much they can lift and how much they can bench. And that's probably another thing we can talk about, but there's a big difference between getting jacked and being extremely strong. I'm not the strongest person in my gym. I know plenty of brothers that are way stronger than me, but I have more muscle than them. And that's because there's a huge difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting. But we can cover that. Let me know if you want a video on that. And it's not just in the gym though. I'm a content creator and I've built my platforms predominantly on the way I've looked, in terms of the reason why a lot of people like to listen to the information and advice and value that I provide is because through day one to now, you can see that I've put work and grit into getting here. I didn't just be given all these tools to do these things. And now we're gonna talk about the attraction factor. Let's be real, women do prefer guys that are in shape. There is a limit to that, and I have plenty of videos on that on my channel, but as I got bigger, I started to get way more female attraction. One of the first things that females like to ask me is like, how often do I go to the gym, or can I train with them? Am I a personal trainer? And now let's think about it from a female gaze. If you're a potential partner, the more in shape you are, the more jacked you are, they're probably going to feel more comfortable and safer around you. Yes, they might be a bit intimidated, but it's in a good way compared to if you're that skinny guy that I used to be. I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a big change in my confidence with that attraction factor as well. As I started to notice that my tier of women started to increase, the amount of females that I would speak to, my confidence literally increased alongside that because I knew I was that guy. I remember when I was skinny, I never ever had a female randomly come up to me and compliment me or move to me or show interest as such, right? Ever since then, there's been countless times where like females have literally come up to me and asked me for my number or said I look, really handsome, I look good, started a conversation. There's also that sort of walk and talk energy I have now that I never used to have before. There was many times when I was younger that I almost got robbed, picked on in a few fights, but one thing I realized is that I've been in way less situations just because of the way that I look. And I say that from a perspective of, now we're going to talk about the male gaze. The bigger you are, the more jacked you are. For a lot of people, not everyone, that's kind of going to be a deterrent to start trouble. Certain guys might look at me and potentially think, okay, cool, just because of the size of him, let me not start anything. Even though the reality is, it's more about how you can fight. Even with my own family, that's where I've noticed one of the biggest shifts. When I started my gym journey, no one really took me serious. Like, no one thought I would stick to the grind. I didn't really see the most amazing results within the first year. So a lot of people would kind of clown on me. Oh, how's your journey going? And then all of a sudden there was a 360 shift where now that my family are seeing me on social media, it's like, what's your workout plan? What's the diet plan? Oh, let's train together. You look so amazing. But you were the same person that used to call me skinny, used to make me feel insecure, unhappy with my physique, my life. So those same people that used to hate on me are now showing me love. I remember everything they've said. One of the most common things I would get was that like, you're built like a toothpick, you're built like a twig, you're built like a cheese string. I will never forget the names I used to get, right? When you work on yourself, everyone sees that, females, friends, family, but most importantly, you're gonna see that yourself. I can take a step back and look at everything and understand why things are happening the way that they're happening. And that's why I say to us guys, it's like the world treats you better as you start to work on yourself, because you treat yourself better and that energy is reciprocated. I want to keep it real. It's not all positive. There are a few negatives which we're going to go into. And I think one of the most important negatives you're going to get is more jealousy and envy and hate from other men. People don't like seeing others succeed. People are going to want to bring you down. Going back to social media now, I get a lot of comments that say I'm a fake natural. You're doing what they could have never done. I've been going to the gym for the last 7 years. So now when you type in remote gains on Google, you're literally going to see articles and pages of people debating if I'm natural or not. I've even got the comments of, your shoulders aren't big enough, you need to work on your traps, you got no leg. I've heard it all in a book. So that's just a way of coping, because the reality is hate does come from below. Those people hating on my physique, every time I've clicked on that profile picture, they're either someone that's never gone to the gym, or a really skinny dude, or a guy that looks like they just started the gym. It's not someone that's above you, because I already know that someone that is really inspirational to me is Michael B. Jordan, yeah? He's not gonna go comment on my page some hate shit because he ain't got time for that. Finally, there's body dysmorphia. Now, this is not from other people, it's how we treat ourselves, but I feel like a lot of guys that go to the gym for a long time will probably develop a form of body dysmorphia. I still have days where like I look in the mirror and I look at my flaws, but I do think it's a thing where all of us guys are working on. I have to remind myself that perfection isn't the goal, progress is. When you're in the gym, you're pumped up, the light in the mirrors, you're gonna feel like that guy. You get home, you lose the pump, now you're like, I look like a whole different person. So that's my point, where body dysmorphia will come with that as well. But I would say that all these benefits we've spoken about today outweigh the negative. It's been the best decision I've ever made in my life. And that's why I say to you watching this video, commit to this gym journey. If you're watching this, go to the gym or you want to start working out, it will probably be the best decision you've made in your life. It was definitely mine. Look, at the end of the day, the point of the video is that getting jacked isn't for other people. You do it for yourself. It's now how you perceive yourself. It's now how you respect yourself. And it's now how you understand yourself. I feel like through the gym, I found my purpose in life. Like the gym has literally woken me up. Yeah, the respect, the attraction, the perks, the female attraction, it's all good. We want that, we like that, we enjoy that. But the ultimate reward is how you're going to view yourself. Like knowing you built your physique with your own body, your own hands, that sense of pride you get is second to none. Comment down below any other topics you got, because I would love to do some more like this. And stay posted for my self-improvement community. It will either be live in the description or the waitlist will be there. I'll be back with another upload next Sunday.